Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Beth Wheeler for EarthSafe Finishes EcoPore. The EcoPore system consists of the acrylic base, which is an acrylic paint with no pigment in it at all, and the EcoPore pouring medium. These are designed to go together, and they've been very carefully formulated so they produce beautiful cells, and all you have to do is follow the directions. There's nothing tricky to it at all. Today we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison. I want to do a swipe on these two tiles. These are 6-inch tiles, and I want to do a side-by-side comparison, putting the same colors on each tile and then swiping one with black and swiping one with white. So I'm starting by cleaning the tiles off with rubbing alcohol, just like you were cleaning a window, and that's to remove any oils or anything that might be on there that would interfere with the adhesion of the paint to the tile. I have some paints already mixed up. I have a dark blue, a red, an orange, and then I'm just about to mix up the yellow. So I'm going to start with the acrylic base and put a little bit in the bottom. I had yellow in it yesterday, but I used it all up, so I'm going to mix some more. I'm putting a few drops of the concentrated pigments into the acrylic base and mixing it up. And all of the EarthSafe Finishes products are VOC free. There are no volatile organic compounds in them at all. So they're very safe for households with pets, small children, or anyone with chemical sensitivities. So I mixed up the pigment and the acrylic base, and then I put in about 3 to 4 times that volume of the pouring medium. And you want the mixture to be something that will stream off of the stick about like melted ice cream. That's a good comparison. And then we're going to put a couple of drops of the silicone in it. And when you get the kit, it has 16 ounces of the acrylic base, 16 ounces of the pouring medium, a bottle of the silicone, and 4 bottles of pigments, red, yellow, blue, and black, I think. Okay, so we're ready to start. I'm going to move these out of the way, and I'm going to attempt to put color in approximately the same place on each tile. These are only 4-inch tiles, so I may have said 6-inch, but they're actually 4-inch. So I want to keep my drops pretty small. If I was working on a larger surface or a canvas, I would make larger puddles. But because we want to keep it in scale, we're going to put smaller ones on here. And you don't need to cover the surface completely, but it is kind of important to get it to the edges because you want the edges to be covered. And now the orange. And now the blue. So these aren't going to be identical, but they're going to be similar in the color placement. Okay, let's see what we need in here. I think I need a little more orange right here. And that's probably all that one needs. And let's put a little red in there to separate those two blobs of blue. Okay. Now we're ready for the swipe. I'm going to do black on this one. The swiping colors, the black and the white, do not have any silicone in them. Okay. Put a swipe like that, and then I'm going to wet the paper towel. Paper towel makes a really good swiping tool. It's you can't get too much pressure on it, so you can't drag the paint off. So I really like the wet paper towel. And I got it wet with bottled water, and that's to prevent any introducing any minerals, anything that might be in a tap water. I don't want it in the paint. So we're going to establish contact with the edge of the paper towel, and then we're going to draw it across the paint. And it's just kind of gliding across the top. It's not digging down into it. And look at those beautiful cells popping up. And I'm going to use a clean paper towel for the other one because we're going to swipe this one with white. And I don't want any black from the other tile getting over on this one. And again, the bottled water just to get this wet. Probably could have used half of a paper towel rather than the whole one. And we're established contact, and then we're going to glide the paper towel across the surface. I love the way the cells have color inside of them. And that's even before torching. So I'm going to torch this a little bit. And the torching breaks up any air bubbles that are in the paint, and it encourages the development of the cells. Now obviously this one hasn't had the time to develop as much as this one, but it's getting there. It's going to take about 2 days for it to dry, and then we're going to come back and see what this looks like. Right now I'm going to attempt to pick this up so you can see the cellular action that's going on. And this will continue to develop for probably 10 or 15 minutes. So we'll be back when it's dry. We're back. It's been several days, actually a couple of weeks, and these are completely dry now. You can tell which one was swiped with white and which was swiped with black. I'm really pleased with the way they dried. The cells stayed intact. We didn't have any cells breaking up. And there's beautiful detail. I'm going to hold it up so you can see the detail in the black swipe and then the detail in the white swipe. And it's up to you which one you like to use. Of course, it depends on what effect you're going for. So now we're going to try varnishing these guys. We need to clean the silicone off first so it doesn't interfere with the adhesion of the varnish. And I have a paper towel that I just got wet with some rubbing alcohol. And I am rubbing this lightly just to make sure I don't scrape anything off. And you can see there's just a teeny tiny bit of color coming off. There's probably going to be some black coming off of this one, but not much. Okay, nope, I was wrong. None. Okay, we're going to let that dry just a couple of minutes. And I have my varnish ready. I'm using Marine Varnish by Earth Safe Finishes. This is a gloss varnish, and it has a UV protectant in it. It's a low VOC rather than a no VOC product. So it has a little bit of an odor, but very, very little. Nothing compared to the urethanes and the other varnishes that you get in the home improvement store. And I really, really do not like brush strokes. So I am going to pour this on and smooth it out with my gloved hands. And I don't dare get too thick a coat, because that can make the paint loosen from the surface, because this is a non-porous surface. And you'll see it's a little cloudy right now, but boy, when it dries, it will be clear and shiny and beautiful. Okay, I have this pretty smooth. My edges are touched, so I know they're covered. Okay, we're going to let those dry, and we'll be back in a couple of days. And here we are. These are varnished and shiny and beautiful and ready to become coasters, or the inset in a wooden box, or something else wonderful. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please click the like and subscribe buttons, and let me know if you have any questions. Happy painting!